Alright, let's try, okay, let's try d4 again. I might want to go for, well, let's see. I might want to go for a Catalan. That's something that I should be looking more into. Okay, so Queen's Gambit accepted. I covered a game recently on my YouTube channel with this. What game was that? That was Rozovic and Nakamura. Knight f6 was played instead of e5. What do you do in response to e5? Take... no. How about just bishop here? Knight f3 maybe? I'll go with knight f3. Development. I might have to just not take this pawn for a little bit. Yeah. Let's take this one. Is this going to be defended? I might have tricks on f7 very soon. Okay, I'm getting a lot of development in here. Lots of development. I'm going to take with my knight and then look to play to b6 and then get this pawn. Let's castle first. It's probably something better that I could have been doing. Let's kick this knight out of there. And then maybe jump into e4. In fact, I'll probably do that. However, what's the story here? That can't be right, can it? Get that knight out of there. If it's taken, it's first pin and then win. Right? Okay, this is a pin and then a win. Keep this in mind. Pins are a bad. You want to steer clear of pins, but if you're finding yourself in a pin and it's undefended, that's a problem. So, pin and then Winaruski there. The knight is cooked. This pawn should not have been taken. Yes, some people are saying it in the chat. Some South Park references. Pins are bad. Okay, says Mr. Apple, or something like that. Okay. Well, let's get here. I have an extra piece, and I'm pointing right at the king. I have a rook, a knight, and a queen that, in a blink, can be taking out that king. Rook right here, just sack first or something. Tempo on the queen. This has to be good. There's got to be tricks against this point very, very soon. Let's go here first so my queen isn't tethered to the defense of my rook. I'm dropping pawns left and right, but I'm feeling like there's going to be something devastating happening very soon. Like a knight check right now. That's got to be right. Knight check. Pawn takes, queen out or something. It's probably unnecessary to sack a piece first. Let's just come here. I'm on this a bunch. If pawn push, maybe I could just take here. Feels like there should be like a killer shot here very, very soon. I should maybe calculated more. Should have maybe calculated more. What about... Why was I being a lazy calculator just now? I was like, yeah, maybe there's something. I'm being too careless here. I'm actually down material. There's 4 pawns to... 4 pawns. My opponent has 4 pawns for the knight. What is going on? There's bishop check. Let's try this. Oh man, you're gonna take the knight? Why am I being so late? I'm being a very this is very bad, very bad idea. Let's just say that there is a winning continuation somehow, but this is not a mindset you want to get into. I'm being very lazy right now. I don't know why I just all of a sudden became lazy. Let's go here, queen. Tricky mates, h7. Is g6 really a move that you could play that's going to defend? I don't think it is. I think I have just enough gas to crash through against this king. Just enough. Keep in mind my queen recaptures and is defending my rook on b1. So, now what? A little bit of a time edge right now. Just a hair. Now a pawn takes, queen takes, rook e7 or g5 I think is sufficient. Okay, this is all forced. Rook here or here. I think both lead to... No. No, this is better, actually, because there's two different mates happening. Wait. Let's look for something more forceful. Check. King here. Check. Now, I see that there's pretty much no defense after this. I think queen takes rook is forced. Check. King here. Check. Check, king g8. Rook takes pawn check, king f7. Rook g7 check, king has to go home. Rook check to e1, and then eventually like a queen here is mating. I'm going to go with this line because it's just more forceful. And the forceful lines are usually easier to calculate. There's probably a bunch of different ones, but I get this in, I get my other rook involved. This is going to lead to mate. Probably had a quicker one there. Wait, is this even leading to mate? Is this leading to mate? It should be. Where's the mate? Give me the mate. I don't have much time here. Not much time. Okay, now. Why can't I figure this mate out? Check. Checking my opponent like crazy. Let's check here. Pin, city. Okay, check here and then mate. Right? Where's the mate? Actually, that's not mate. Man, I gotta just win this one on time after all that. What a disaster. The king's running for the hills now. Oh, I have to bail out. I have to bail out. What a disaster. Oh, man. Everybody's getting on my case. He had a mate in 2. Mate in 1.5. He missed the mate in 1.5. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, man. Good game. Oh, man. Let's go back here. We'll end up seeing my miscalculations for sure. Okay. What's the suggestion here? Maybe don't... Well, I don't know if I'm playing this right. Maybe I should... Maybe I could think about just pushing and then just taking. That's another line to maybe look into. One thing I could say for certain, though, you can't capture this pawn. You got to go to the edge. You gotta go to the edge. That said, I don't know that your knight has a convenient move to make in response to e5 now. If you're playing to g4 and h3 is played, you gotta go here. Do you really want to go there? Probably not. So maybe there's an adjustment already right here before developing your king knight to its typical f6 square. Maybe this is worth a look. Maybe you could look at this, but it does allow for maybe knight g5 converging on f7 with queen h5 to follow. So still, I guess, a little bit tricky, huh? Is bishop here a better idea, or maybe a bishop pin? Bishop g4, maybe? Maybe that's worth a look. Bishop g4, bishop e6 somehow? Yeah, actually, bishop g4, I think, is met with queen b3, hitting at f7 and b7. And if bishop here, there's bishop takes... Pawn takes, queen b3 yet again, and I think you'd have to do queen here. That's a little bit scary too. What's the solution here? After e5, maybe it's knight here. Struggling here. I'm offering not so good advice here. Well, what else could you do? I wonder if running with this trade... Keep in mind that this bishop check on b4 just helps out my development. Because you're helping me to develop two pieces, and you're only getting one out when you do that. I block, you take, I've developed one piece, and by recapturing I've developed a second. So this accelerates my development. That's how you can maybe view that bishop b4 move. So maybe there's something instead of that. How about... maybe just getting your knight out right now. Knight out right here? I don't know. Something tells me not to play this bishop b4 move, and it has to do with speeding up the development. So maybe something other than that. But this is always a bit awkward, is it not? You can't just go to f6 and hang around there for long, because you always have to contend with e5. What a bug. That is a bug. So maybe knight c6 here. I guess I'm kind of copping out right now. But don't go with bishop b4, knight c6 instead. But knight g5 is a pain. What a pain. Is there something even better here? Should you be going with e5? I think that is a line. Knight out. You take. I take. What's the computer saying? Anybody have a computer fired up for these? Anybody know what the story is? Anybody know what the what a better setup is for black? I'm struggling here. Can you tell? Definitely struggling. Somebody's getting it fired up. I want some feedback here. We got Airball P firing up. Ribka. That's a pretty good engine, huh? For those of you that don't know, Ribka. Yeah, Ribka. You could carry a world champion in your pocket nowadays. World champ. What's the verdict here? We got Houdini fired up. Make sure you shut them off during the games, though. You think on your own. Hello, Yoshi bro in the chat. What's the setup here? Is it already saying that white's better or what? Where are my computer freaks? I need help. I'm phoning right now. I'm phoning a friend. If you didn't realize, I'm phoning my Twitch followers. I'm using a lifeline on this one. Snowzard is calling up his buddy Magnus. Getting Magnus on the line. Magnus Carlsen. What do you have to say here? I need some closure on this. I can't get away. They're saying that white's better by 0.76. What's the continuation for black? How to complete? Knight c6. Whoa, I'm playing like Ribka. Okay, so knight c6, and then what are they? Just give me two more moves, and then that's it. I just want a short feel here. Knight c6, and then what? Anybody home? Oh, anybody? I'm looking at. I'm leaning on the Twitch chat here. Windows Chess Titan says sack the queen. Ribka calls it even with knight c6. Give me another 2 moves. Knight c6. What does white do? And then what does black do? I have an engine, but it's not a good choice to fire it up while streaming. Knight c6 castles bishop e6. What? Knight c6 castles bishop e6. Knight b d2. Okay. So these were 2 moves that I was referencing. I was certainly shying away from bishop e6 because of captures, pawn takes, and queen b3, but maybe there's a save in queen c8. You really have to know what you're doing here on the black side. Maybe we could just summarize this game like that. Hey, if you're going to play e5, you better know what you're doing because of chop on c4, and it's easy to go wrong. Wow. That's why I was kind of drawing a blank right here. Like, I didn't know how do you complete your development? Like, right here, what do you do? This is tough. Tough solution. Is there a solution? So anyhow, what's the verdict? Look into knight c6 instead of that. Knight c6 and bishop e6, apparently. I, of course, struggling with that one, but okay. Also, let's just see where I had my opportunity for a mate. Somebody pointed out, where are we at here? Where's my mate? Oh, I see it now. Oh, man. Queen h5, you fool. Queen h5. And if king g8, rook takes pawn. Oh, man. Queen h5, king here. Rook takes pawn. King f6. That would have been better. Okay, let me just stop it right there. Queen h5 is better. It wouldn't have been a mate in 2, though, because the king starts to get excited about running to f6, but that's crazy. It's still winning however you slice it, but yeah, I probably missed queen h5 being better there, huh?